Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Last time we got the final heart pieces in Ikana, so this time we're starting out with 2 more in Clock Town. Now that's after 8 AM, let's head over to the Stockpot Inn. Until 6 PM on the first 2 days, you can listen to stories from Angie's grandmother, but before talking to her, make sure to equip the all-night mask. Oh, Tortoise, did you finish helping Father? Then let Mother read you a story. Now, which story would you like to hear? The Carnival of Time, is it? The Carnival's almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long, but I'll read it with some enthusiasm. Ahem. The Carnival of Time. Each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and moon are in alignment. Paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing, the Carnival of Time is when the peoples of the 4 worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. For ages, people have worn masks resembling the giants who are the gods of the 4 worlds. Now, it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. It is said that if a couple united on the day of the festival and dedicated a mask as a sign of their union, it would bring luck. The centerpiece of the carnival is the clock tower, and on the eve of all the festivities, the doors to its roof are opened. From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony to call the gods is held, and an ancient song is sung. All of these festivities for the Carnival of Time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the year to come. You did a good job. That's all for Tortoise. Now, when does the clock tower roof open? You did a good job remembering. That's the boy I'm proud of. I'll give you some candy as a prize. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 pieces so far. Collect 1 more to extend your life energy. You were praised by the old woman. This was added to your notebook. Oh, Tortoise, did you finish helping Father? Then let Mother read you a story. Now, which story would you like to hear? The 4 Giants, is it? This is quite long, but it's a good story for you to hear, so I'll read it with some extra gusto. Ahem. The 4 Giants. This tale's from long ago when all the people weren't separated into 4 worlds like they are now. In those times, all the people lived together, and the 4 giants lived among them. On the day of the festival that celebrates the harvest, the giants spoke to the people. We have chosen to guard the people while we sleep. 100 steps north, 100 steps south, 100 steps east, 100 steps west. If you have need, call us in a loud voice by declaring something such as, "The mountain blizzard has trapped us." Or, "The ocean is about to swallow us. Your cries shall carry to us." Now then, there was one who was shocked and saddened by all this. A little imp. The imp was a friend of the giants since before they had created the 4 worlds. Why must you leave? Why do you not stay? The childhood friend felt neglected, so he spread his anger across the 4 worlds. Repeatedly, he wronged all people. Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the Song of Prayer to the giants who lived in each of the 4 compass directions. The giants heard their cry and responded with a roar. O imp, we are the protectors of the people. You have caused the people pain. O imp, leave these 4 worlds, otherwise we shall tear you apart. The imp was frightened and saddened. He had lost his old friends. The imp returned to the heavens, and harmony was restored to the 4 worlds. And the people rejoiced, and they worshipped the gods of the 4 worlds, or the giants of the 4 worlds like gods, and they lived happily ever after. Good job, wasn't that fun, Tortoise? What did the people do to call the giants? Oh really? But you listened hard, so Mother is happy. I'll give you some candy as your prize. You got a piece of heart. You've assembled a new heart container. Your maximum life energy has been increased. You were praised by the old woman. This was added to your notebook. With that taken care of, let's return to the Stone Tower Temple. First of all, let's refill our magic and arrows, and then we'll use the Elegy of Emptiness to re-enter the temple. Once again, let's hop over here, but before we head inside, we also have to flip the temple again. Alright, let's head inside and fight Twinmold once again. Once again, we have to fight both of the mold worms here. Let's start with the blue one again. And all that's left is the red Moldorm. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. You also get a full refill of life energy. With that, we have everything in Termina itself. So our next stop is the moon, so let's skip ahead to the clock tower. It stopped. Sis! Tail! Well, now you should be awake. Stand up! Wait, Sis, the Skull Kid. Don't blame him. Yeah, I know. The Skull Kid was lonely because nobody would be his friend. Blah blah blah. And the power of the mask made him do it because there's too much for him to handle. How? How did you know that, Sis? Certainly, you had far too many weaknesses to use my power. A puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. This puppet's role has just ended. It can't be! Then that moon? I shall consume everything. Don't worry, just leave it to your sister. Well, you're going in, aren't you? We can't do anything down here. Let's go! I've been thinking this ever since I joined you. You never want to give up. You always want to try. I admire you. I really like this scene, and I find it fascinating that the majority of the player base probably has never seen it because why would you go back to the moon? I really like the humor of Tattle trying to cut to the chase, but she also has really good character development with her being a lot more willing to go to the moon this time, and also finally acknowledging, or finally expressing admiration for Link, given how cold she was at the start of this adventure. Now that we're inside the moon again, we want to talk to the 4 children with the boss's remains, starting with Adolwa's remains. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So, the masks. Give me some. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. Alright, I'll hide. By exchanging masks with the 4 children, we can enter areas that are themed around each transformation. So let's equip the Deku mask. This one isn't too bad. We have these rotating platforms with Deku flowers, and we basically have to fly between them. This next one also has a spike bar, so we have to be a little bit worried about that. But overall, this isn't too bad, especially compared to the Deku Playground, which I actually think is a lot worse, despite this being one of the final areas. We can use this Deku flower to launch up higher, and make it to this corner with a heart piece. You got a piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces of heart to assemble a new heart container. Each new container you put together will increase the amount of life energy you can have. And now we have the tricky part. We have to land back on the platform with the yellow Deku flower, which is easier said than done. Alright, all that's left is to go to the door over here. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. Thanks, you're nice. Can I ask a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend? So we have to go through this process with all of the children. Also, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but off screen I also bought a bottle of Chateau Romani that will come in handy later. Alright, next up is the child with goat's remains. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So, the masks. Give me some. More. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. Alright, I'll hide. Next up is the Goron area, which is actually my least favorite part of the moon. You have to carefully roll through here, bouncing off of treasure chests to change angles. I recommend staying as close to the center as possible with that initial roll, because if you're too far to the side, you'll either overshoot a treasure chest or fall into the void. Over here, I recommend stopping actually, because you can roll around and use a ramp, but it's a lot safer to simply walk across here to the other side, and then we'll resume rolling. There are also teleporters to take you back to the start, and they actually are really helpful because they line you up perfectly with that initial path. Alright, let's roll again, and I wanted to mention that this is actually not that bad in this version. In the 3DS version, this is miserable because of the way Goron rolling works. In this version, you can let go of the control stick, meaning you can keep an angle consistently. In the 3DS version, you have to keep holding the circle pad, meaning it's very easy to nudge it slightly enough to go careening into the void. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 2 pieces so far. Collect 2 more to extend your life energy. Alright, let's collect some more magic and then return to the main path. We'll head back to the area with the bridges, and then from there it's a straight shot to the end. So we want to go past the teleporter, and we should have just enough room to roll to the other side of this. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. More. Thanks, you're nice. Can I ask a question? You, what makes you happy? I wonder, what makes you happy? Does it make others happy too? Alright, let's make our way back over to the tree once again, and talk to the next child, which should be the one with Georg's remains. On the way there, let's also equip some more masks. They'll sequentially want more masks, so this time we'll need 3. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So, the masks. Give me some. More. More. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. Alright, I'll hide. So, this is the Zora section, so let's equip the Zora mask. Here, we'll have a series of paths, and we have to pick the right ones in order to make it to the end. I did not mean to go this way, we might have a problem here. Let's try this way, I guess, and see if this takes us where we need to go. There are a couple of solutions to this, by the way. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 pieces so far. Collect 1 more to extend your life energy. I am really glad that path worked, because I wasn't sure if that was the right way or not to get to the heart piece. And now we have to make our way over to the Moonchild. So this time we're going left, left, right, right. That should be one of the solutions to getting to the exit. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. More. More. Heh heh, thanks, you're nice. Can I ask a question? The right thing, what is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? Really quickly, I wanted to mention that that section is completely different in the 3DS version. The solution is completely changed, the actual paths are different, and there's an additional gimmick where you have to activate switches and basically hop out of the water and enter a door in time. It's honestly a lot worse, and there's yet another Zora-related change that I actually really dislike. So I greatly prefer the original solution, even though basically picking between two paths is actually surprisingly easy, especially compared to the Goron section that we just went through. With that being said, we have one more heart piece to go, and we will be collecting it next time before fighting Majora once again. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.